Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about, well, chat. Blizzard has recently shown us that they're still working on improving the UI, especially outside of the game. Now, while there are tons of UI things to talk about and ideas that I have, we're just going to keep this video focused on the chat. We're going to do that in the lens of the old chat, the new chat, the dream. Long ago, when you opened up a game of Starcraft, you stared out into the vast emptiness of space. That was really non-social and really isolating and kind of sad. So they changed that. Now when you're taken into Starcraft, you automatically join the general chat. This helps the game to feel more social, to help you find friends to play with, and to find out who on Battle.net supports Trump. This is awesome, but it would also be a dream of mine if we could have auto-joining game-specific chat. Now what I mean by this is, say you're in the arcade and you're looking for a game of zone control, which I oftentimes am. In this example, by either clicking on the zone control map in the game selection screen, or by being in a lobby that is of that game type, you will automatically get put into a chat channel with everybody else that's participating in a zone control game currently and is in mid-game, or perhaps they're looking for a game as well, but they're in a separate lobby. All of the people that are playing that game type are all in one chat, hanging out, automatically. And you can choose to leave that chat or not leave that chat. Maybe you'd want to have an option if you don't want that kind of a thing. But the point is to be able to very, very easily coordinate with other people who are interested in the same thing that you are. Same thing for co-op. You click on co-op, bam, you are automatically in the co-op chat. All the people looking to play co-op are automatically in that chat. Same thing with Archon mode. It can be really difficult to find a partner, etc., etc. Prepare for controversy! The old chat had separate tabs, and some people think that was awesome. The new chat has everything in one window, and some people think that's awesome. The dream would be to have both, and I think that we can in a pretty meaningful way. Separate tabs for private message by choice. That means in the social settings, you would have a box that says, show private messages in separate windows. That's it. And if you want them all in one, it's all in one. Otherwise, it's split apart. Did the old chat even have copy paste? You can copy paste now, but you have to do it one message at a time. So if someone spreads out their thoughts in many messages, you have to right click copy and then paste, and right click copy and then paste, and right. It's really annoying. We could make copy paste easy. The normal, intuitive way that we're used to copy pasting, we drag our cursor across some text, hit Control-C, and now we have copied it, and we can paste it somewhere else. But what about spam? Personally, I don't think that this would increase the amount of spam that's already on Battle.net. Probably addressing more pressing issues like the fake Blizzard accounts and things like that first. Probably more important. In the old chat, the chat would just get in the way all the time of important buttons that you wanted to press, information that you wanted to see, so you had to manage it and move it around and close it and do all this kind of stuff. Ugh. The new chat is definitely improvement, but there are still some areas where it will cover up information that generally you want to see. What I would really like to see is an update to campaign, lobby, custom games, and replays. With the current system, useful information and buttons that you would want to press get covered up by the chat. So you have to close it and then reopen it again when you want to be social, and close it, and maybe you won't ever want to be social again and you close it forever. Hopefully not. In the current setup, sometimes we get a cool splash background and a button that will take us to a stream. Nice. Generally though, this is reserved for major tournaments. It happens pretty rarely, and you have to go outside the client to do it. Embedded streams. It would be really cool if when I logged on and there was a major tournament happening, the stream was just there and I was like, I had no idea that there was a tournament on right now. Awesome. I'm instantly captivated. I'm looking at the stream, I'm watching it, it's exciting, it's very cool. But in the spirit that we've called this category the dream, let's take this a step further. In-game observing it's It's called the dream. Guys, this is the dream. Ladies, gals, girls, small people, tall people, all people. This is the dream. Well, that's one of the dreams. In-game observing. In Dota 2, God forbid I bring up, imagine you're trying to learn a particular style of ZVP. You go to the Watch tab, you click on it, and you scroll down and you say, I want to watch a ZVP. And it tells you, here are all the ZVPs. This is how far in the game all of these ZVPs are. These are the current build orders and unit compositions of the game that's happening right now. And they're all organized by MMR, so you can see the best player doing the same thing that you want to learn immediately. Is the technology there yet? Probably not. And that's unfortunate. But I hope that this will spark your ideas, your curiosity, your creativity to think about things and get outside of our sort of, okay, these are the only things that we're allowed to do. Let's sort of dream. Let's think about the things that we want and let Blizzard know now instead of later, so that they can begin working in that direction, we hope. With the current system, there's a balance test and there's a splash screen with written instructions that you can't copy paste or click on that tell you how to go about getting into the balance test map. This is kind of disappointing. I don't like to be negative, but it is. Instead, let's have a button called the balance test button. And when there's a balance test going on, it's featured and it's there and you click on it. And when you click on that balance test button, you don't have to search through to find the balance test map. To your left are a list of all the maps in their balance test version. We don't have to do just one. And then to your right is the chat window that's already open. A game-specific chat, just for balance testing, for people to find people to test balance with, to play with, etc. And all of it instantly happens with one button press. That's it. You're going to get a lot more volume, I think, of balance testing. You make it easier for people to balance test. And it's just going to be, I think, a better overall experience for everyone. Balance tests, maybe they come faster now because better testing, I hope. But this is the dream category. Balance test matchmaking. I want it, you want it, maybe even Blizzard wants it, but at the risk of making the same joke twice in the same video, the technology perhaps is just not there yet. I don't know why this is not the case. I'm guessing I'm leaning towards the technological answer. You'd get a lot more data, get a lot more testing. It would be easy for people who really want to test, but also want fair games. Good for them. Now, I know a lot of this stuff takes a lot of hours of work to accomplish. I'm not expecting for this video to come out and for people at Blizzard to say, all right, we're gonna get the embedded streams by this day, we're gonna get separate tabs by this day, and we're gonna get auto join by this day. I mean, I'm not expecting that. I hope you're not expecting that either. Understanding that development takes a long time and some things are more difficult than others, especially because we're not Blizzard. We don't have all the information about what's going on. We can't possibly say, oh, X feature will cost Y hours. We don't know that. We don't have enough information. But what I would like to hear from Blizzard is a sincere, straightforward, we don't like separate tabs for PM. It's not something that we're planning on doing right now. Currently, any of the arguments for separate tabs for PM, we think are weak compared to what we have right now. And this is why. I think the why part is really important. The why part often gets left out. It's sort of like, well, we can do this. And it's like, why? Well, because we can't do the opposite of this. And it's just sort of like, well, why? I think making the community feel good and hopeful about the future of Starcraft is a big part of what the community feedback updates are all about. And explaining why decisions are being made and what decisions are being made, and just sort of thoughts and feelings on embedded streams. We want that. We think it's awesome. We want to get that in our game as soon as possible. That's awesome. We know that at that point in time, the community and Blizzard are aligned, and we're going to work together and try to make that happen in the best way possible. But otherwise, it's just sort of, cold and nebulous. Dark void of space. My name is JaKaTaK, and as always, thanks for watching. If you have an idea for a video you would like me to do, please leave it with any questions, comments, criticisms, concerns, or anything beginning with letter C in the comment section below, and I'll see you again soon.